going on, guys? A very warm welcome back to the channel. Last video you joined me. Oh, we've got a fish on right now. Don't think it's on there anymore. Feels just like I'm dragging a dead weight, maybe a tree limb. Oh wait. It might still be on there. It might still be on there. Yeah, it's still on there. It's travelling upriver, so it's still on there. I can't believe it. I mean, it's my own bloody fault for not having the net set up ready. Just going to show you guys a fish that I had. And off it went, the other one went off. Unreal. Jeez, I can't believe that was on there. It must have just been wrapped around a log or a branch. It looks like a bit of a better fish, this one, so got the drag on the reel fairly loose just in case it does charge off. These river fish are known to have excess energy and they can just absolutely rocket off whenever they feel like it. Fishing with these sonic extractors, it's a 3.5 test curve rod and it's a 10 foot, but it's perfect for these little river sections. And also, if you do connect with a bigger fish, which this one is a little bit better looking, then they're ideal for that as well. Right. Jeez, what a scrap that was. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all doing really well. Part 2, first part of this spring series. You saw me, it was a lot warmer, but you saw me on the same section of river on a back bay a little further down. Unfortunately, we didn't get into any fish. The fish that were down in that back bay just weren't interested. I think obviously they were preoccupied on other objectives. The temperatures have since cooled down. We've had some rain. It's raining now off and on. We've had some, some cold water flush through, which I think has dropped the temperatures down. So the fish are again back on the feed and not really focusing on that kind of spawn mentality. So yeah, as you saw, I was just letting one go. I had a small, I don't know, 12-pound common in the net, and I was going to take a quick picture of it, and then the other rod tore off. Absolute meltdown take, and with a little bit of struggle I was able to get the net set up after releasing the other fish and get this one in the bag. So you know what, I'm going to grab them out quick, take a look, and then I'm going to show you the rigs that I'm using and tactics that I'm using on this section of river. Still plenty of fighting. Still plenty of fight in it, but there you go. What a lovely looking common. Now spring commons are loaded up with tons of energy. Obviously with the colder temperatures, they're starting to really come alive from the big freeze that we have here in the US. Colours are great. To give you an idea what they're feeding on, all the natural bug larvae. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of bug. This guy just passed out. Lovely chunky early spring common. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to slip him back and I'm going to talk over the rig and nail this guy. So let's get him back, get the rod back out, talk over the rig, see if we can get another one of these. you know what guys, it's starting to rain really heavy and I'm wondering if it's going to go one way or the other in terms of the fishing. However, I'm just going to push through. I'm covered, I'm not like getting wet, and I've seen a few other fish showing as well. As I mentioned, that fish has gone back, and I said once we were done with that I would run over the rig that I'm using. So it's very simple. I'm fishing a heli style setup. So we've got 4-ounce lead, distance lead. Not that I'm fishing that far out really, but it just helps keep things nice and streamlined. The way the shelf comes up off the bottom, this is laying flat on it anyway, with the leader coming right off of it. So lead system there, coming up with a sleeve to a bead system and onto simple Ronnie rig. Nothing special. And then that is obviously attached to a heli system. So nice and simple. I'm not fishing far out, so really probably don't need distance lead, and I could probably get away with going with like a 2 or 3 ounce lead because there's not much current today, but you never know, just in case I see a fish at range that I want to chuck to. That's what I've gone with. So it's nice and simple, very easy setup. I'll also include a link in the description below over to a how-to tutorial where I show you how to make the Ronnie rig. Anyways, I'm going to get this rod back out. I've only got a couple hours left of the session, as I mentioned. Right, well, since those last 2 fish that I had earlier this afternoon, the action's pretty much died off, so I think it pretty much spooked those fish out of the area for now. It's been raining pretty hard for the most part all day anyway, and it's now just tapering off, so I think what I'm going to do is get the rods in, break the gear down, get it back to the car and head home. Definitely a little bit nippy out. Temperatures dropped a good 10 degrees, which is quite a lot. So I think we're really only sitting in the around 42 at the moment, which is still fine, and the water temperature is still a lot warmer than it had been. Anyways, back home, get some food, get the batteries charged up. I'm actually going to come back down tomorrow morning, fish back up on the other section that I had planned to today. Now I know there's a few fish up there, but I didn't want to get soaked, and I knew it was going to rain pretty much most of the day. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that tomorrow will be a little bit more rewarding. We'll catch up with you then.